Some of the best, most exciting sport fishing in the world is happening in the Florida Keys, all under the cover of darkness. Below, a powerful and respected creature plies the deep in search of food, while on the surface, several determined fishing teams hope to showcase their talents by capturing the title in one of South Florida's premier tournaments. In this special edition of Sport Fishing Television, we enter the realm of the broadbill swordfish.
We're on a fish. Whoa! Oh, what a toad!
Oh my God!
Welcome to a special tournament edition of Sport Fishing Television. We're in Islamorada in the Florida Keys, fishing well offshore for one of the most aggressive big predators in any ocean, broadbill swordfish, all night long. Awesome. Teams from all over South Florida gather in Islamorada for this leg of the Florida Swordfish Series, and they represent some of the best broadbillers anywhere. Most tournaments happen in the daytime. This one in total darkness.
I hope you guys enjoyed the new location, new everything down here. We changed everything up. Glad to see everybody came out. Like to thank our sponsors. You guys can see who all they are. We're gonna go over the rules real quick, and then if anybody has any questions, you can ask them at the end.
Most fish in this tournament get released thanks to the very high minimum size requirements of 60 inches from the lower jaw to the fork. And you also have to take a photo of the fish with the daily t-shirt to prove that you caught it. This event attracts boats of all types, big and small, fast and slow, inboard and outboard. They leave the dock late in the afternoon to travel anywhere from 15 to 50 miles offshore of Islamorada in the Florida Keys to where they think the fish might be. And that is always in the deep waters of the Gulf Stream. Fishing on Team Sport Fishing is the magazine's publisher, Scott Salyers, a Miami, Florida native and experienced swordfish angler, and Captain Ray Rocher, arguably one of the best billfish captains in the world. Ray has brought along his usual fishing mate, Jeff Campbell. I feel secure that we have some of the best skills and knowledge of rod and reel sword fishing available anywhere right aboard our yellowfin. So, Captain Rocher brought us to this special place. It's like 1,700 feet deep, and our bait's all the way down at the bottom. And now we're just hoping that something's gonna scoop it up down there.
We've got several rods out here with balloons. All those rods have really light drags. Got like a pound of drag. Early detection. If you get a bite, push it up to the button. Wind until you stall. So you're gonna hear first. Right. And as you get tight, that click's gonna go away, you know you're loaded up. We got so much gear on there between balloons, leads, lights. You hate to add a bunch of extra drag, you know, until we get things wound up, cleaned up, start going to them, then we're gonna, of course, bump it up and we'll go gain some line on them.
Now, you get a big fish here. The little experience I've had with these on rod and reel is that they don't always feel like you have a fish just smoking away. Are they swimming one direction or the other more often than not? I mean, they like up current, they like down current.
A lot of times the bigger fish will swim into the current, but they can go anywhere, especially a small fish. They're not as powerful. They're not as able to make their mind up and go. That's why I said a lot of times the bigger fish will go into the current. We're using a mixture of live bait and dead bait, squid and live blue runners. We get more bites on the blue runners, but we foul hooked many more fish. Our catch ratio per bite is much higher on the squid, so sometimes there's nights you'll get bit only on live bait.
Well, I'm ready to try it all out.
Squid often look just like this disco light underwater, and that's why we place one on every line.
Keep whining. Keep whining. Is it kind of stalling out on you a little bit?
Nope.
But I mean, you feel something there?
It's still coming.
Coming,
stop. It just stopped.
Stopped, okay, good. Go ahead, whine. When you can. You can pop that clicker off now if you'd like. Maybe a shark is just kind of laying there.
I hope there's something there.
Yeah, Team Sport Fishing's hooked up.
Taking line.
A lot of times when it's just real mellow, just kind of coming up easy, it's a shark. Where's the gaff? I'd just have one in your hand. Take a step back. You're good.
That was so quick.
Caught me on a good day. Okay, now listen, Scotty, I probably need you on the wheel.
Here comes the light.
Yeah, back up, back up, back up, back up. Just be ready to back up. Keep whining. Keep whining, keep whining, keep whining. Keep whining. Keep whining. Shark. Everything went smooth. That was absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Dry run.
It was perfect till the end when it's a shark.
Well, you know what? We had a little practice session there. Everything went great. You did good.
In just a moment, we'll get reports on how successful some of the other tournament teams are in their broadbill efforts. And we'll see if our luck changes. Sport Fishing Television is presented by Yellowfin, the choice of champions. By Mercury, #1 on the water. By Penn, the biggest name in fishing. And by the Florida Keys and Key West. Come as you are.
I'm Captain Ray Rocher. I fish out of Monty Trainer's Marina in Coconut Grove in Miami. I have 2 charter boats, both named the Miss Brit. My love for fishing really began in the Everglades. I bass fished every chance I could as a youngster, and my grandfather actually introduced me to saltwater fishing, and then my opportunity to do it professionally occurred by working for the Lewis family and Kelly Tractor. The first tournament I ever won, the first major billfish tournament, was the Bertram Hatter Shootout in 1988. Since that time, I've won about 25 billfish tournaments. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world to be able to make a living doing something I truly love. Charter fishing is really my primary business, but Charmaine and I are partners in a tackle business called R&R Tackle. It's certainly a family affair. We kind of drag the kids all over the world. We call it work, but I'm not so sure it really qualifies.
Yeah, I like to get out on the boat and fish with Ray during the season. Keeps us busy.
It's a privilege, really, to get to fish with a lot of the people. You may never get monetarily rich, but I always say riches take on many different forms.
Every offshore angler's favorite sound.
Wind, 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 wind.
You're stalled out? Good. Great job, man.
It's about time you did some work.
I see you guys going all day.
Sitting around on your duff. All right, I've got the camera here, the still camera. I got it set with the date and the time. So when we get it up here, we'll stick that really horrendous purple shirt out there and take a picture of the fish and the shirt so that they know that it's tonight.
Chopper, be ready to put it in reverse.
500 feet down.
I see a light. I'm looking in the wishing well over here. I wish I might see a swordfish on Scott's rod tonight.
Bring her on back, baby. On back.
Meanwhile, over on the famous bill fishing platform Get Lit,
Committee boat Get Lit hooked up. Taken or what?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Comes the mark. Keep him coming. Yeah, short pumps. Just keep his head coming. Don't let it turn down again. Here he comes. Here comes the light.
underwater lights on boats have become very popular in recent years, and not just for sword fishing. Many boats, big and small, have them in their transom and elsewhere.
Committee boat Get Lit right now on sortie.
Under IGFA rules, touching the leader makes the release official, but tournament rules require that photo or it doesn't count.
Yeah, got one on the board.
All federal and tournament rules apply. This fish is too small to take back to the dock, so the crew revives it to make sure it can swim away healthy and strong, and it still counts for 100 release points.
Good job, guys.
You got a little kick. Hey, Kelly.
Meanwhile, back on board Team Sport Fishing's Yellowfin.
Okay, try not to let her rub. You got leader. Keep going. Camera's ready. Keep whining. Keep whining. Keep whining. Shark.
Shark.
Yep, there you go. Better take some wraps. Could get ugly. Don't stand there with a single. Whoa. Whoa. Come on. Cut through the leader. There's no pliers involved here.
These sharks are so physically tough, you can't use pliers to remove the hook. So we use hooks that rot away in a day or two.
Get it to pop across the right tooth.
Right.
Well, sir, that was a beauty.
Oh, thanks. You know, I did my part. What's up, buddy?
Some other teams have enjoyed considerably more success than we have. Heading back to the dock at around 05:30, Team Rockstar weighs in a sizable broadbill sword. Not only will it provide some of the best eating the sea has to offer, this 165-pounder also places them firmly at the top of the leaderboard at the end of our first night's fishing. Now it's up to everyone else to play catch-up. Yes, I'd be happy too if we were in their position. And I urge you to pay close attention. 11 swordfish were caught tonight. Only one came to the scales. This is not a game of wholesale slaughter of swordfish. When we return, the second and final night of the tournament begins, and we'll check out some of the tournament leaders' fishing methods. After sleeping for much of the daylight hours, we all head back out to the deep blue for night 2 of the competition. For team sport fishing, it's gonna take an epic night of fishing to not only catch, but surpass the leaders.
Right now, we're just deploying all the lines, letting out the 3 of our longer baits first. So we bump away from those baits. Once we get away from them, then we'll slow down and drop our deeper lines.
We're crimping down the squids, getting ready to set out the trip for the nighttime.
The rule of thumb calls for a sword fisherman to be on site with baits in the water just before sundown. And we use so much gear for sword fishing that getting your baits ready takes considerable time. We're running 6 rods and baits, all at different depths, to cover the water column completely.
I don't think that drags. Stop whining. Just stop for a second. Stop. Yeah, he's there. Whine. He's there. Yep. He may. I think he just came back and ate. Just keep whining. Don't stop whining. Don't stop whining.
Tournament control, tournament control. Sport fishing, hooked up.
Sword fishermen cover the entire water column with their baits because as night falls, the bait rises from the dark, deep water and the predators naturally follow their food. Meanwhile, aboard another serious contender, Ichi, the suspense mounts as they wait to see, shark or sword. Either way, the crew is ready with the day's t-shirt and a digital camera.
You can like work them off the side again.
Yeah, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Swordfish qualify as one of the most aggressive fish in the sea. You have to be careful because they will plumb try to get you, the boat, and anything else in their immediate area.
All right, you got a good picture, Daddy? All right.
One
that's
today.
A sword. That's our first sword
in the tournament. Good.
Okay, let's go here. This is good.
The broadbill swordfish is a highly migratory species found worldwide in tropical, temperate, and sometimes cold waters. They're primarily a midwater fish found at depths of 650 to 2,100 feet, but are often seen warming themselves on the surface, making for an easy target to harpoons. Swordfish reach a maximum length of 177 inches and a maximum weight of about 1,400 pounds. Females are larger than males, and all swords over 300 pounds are females. They live to around 9 years of age. Broadbills hunt in the entire water column and feed mostly on pelagic fishes, squids, and other cephalopods. They're proven to use their bill to slash their prey.
That one was out like 17 miles.
But of course, it's always going to hit the long. This one was halfway to Cuba. Now he's scoping out a little bit to the left here.
Good. Keep it away from this one.
Yeah, we got to worry about that other long. I don't know, guys.
Not feeling like you have anything on there?
Now it's not feeling so good.
Yeah, you popped the balloon. That's good news. You have the camera and the shirt?
Yes, sir.
Looks like the balloon is popped. What you're doing is by stopping, I can grab it and walk with it, you know, stays tight. It's a shark, guys. It's a shark. It's a shark, no worries.
It's a
See
shark.
the eye glowing? Cuban night shark. You can walk him over here now. Yep, sorry, guys.
Oh, sorry, I am.
It looked like him for a second. Then I saw the big glowing eyeball. You like these sharks, don't you, Scott?
Oh.
We may not be setting the world on fire, but some of our fellow competitors sure are. Sport Fishing Television has been presented by King Sailfish Mounts, offering a full selection of world-class release mounts. By Chica Lodge and Spa, luring anglers to the Florida Keys for more than 60 years. By Bomber Saltwater Grade, built to dominate. And by Ray Marine, world leaders in marine electronics. 120 miles. That's how far the chain of hundreds of islands, big and small, that make up the Florida Keys stretch east and west from the southern tip of Florida's mainland. And fishing ignites the passions of just about everyone who lives or visits here. Some of those islands are deserted, only visited by wildlife. Other major islands offer terrific five-star accommodations, superb cuisine, much of which comes from the surrounding ocean, and of course, recreation. And as you might guess, most of the recreation in the Keys centers around the water. As you can see, the Florida Keys and Key West have perhaps the widest variety of fish species anywhere on the planet. Offshore or backcountry, you can always find a place to fish and fish to catch. But there's so much more than fishing. Every outdoorsman will find something to do and something to love in the Keys. Whether you like to play over, on, or under the sea, Florida's chain of islands has exactly what you're looking for in abundance. And everyone can participate. You don't need to be an expert. Just come as you are.
You're on?
Where's the marina?
Right there. Go ahead, Danny. Picture. 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 Pull him up. Picture.
Nice.
Picture. Picture, Danny.
We got it.
This is how we do it on the eat sheet. You got it. That's a fun deal.
Look at him swim away. Way to get him, Holly.
That's a marker.
That's our second fish of the day, and hopefully we'll get some more now. We're gonna move a little back down, and we're gonna fire him back out, see what happens.
That was a clutch fish for us. You know, hopefully that'll put us over the top.
Feel some, Turb?
Yeah.
Not just the weights?
No. This fish is taking line.
It does. Come on, let's be a sword. Yeah, committee boats get lit, hooked up.
Oh, he's taking off. Hold up, neutral. Hold on track.
He's swimming strong, whatever it is.
30 feet. Coming up.
He's down, straight down.
Coming up. Nice fish.
He's a maka.
Here, back here. All right, neutral. I got the leader.
Okay, we got a leader there.
Here you go. Whoever's got the light, whoever's got the camera, it's right here. Pop it up. All right, hold on.
Can you bump a little?
Bump the head a little. All right, guys.
Hey, way to go, Q.
Right, come on.
Bingo! Prior to this fish, we had another big fish on. We had that one on for about 20 minutes, just taking line, and we pulled him off. And while we had that, we put some rods up on the bridge. He's stuck. Once you grab the rod, you can't put it back down in a rod holder, hand it off to anybody. It's, you got it, you better back it up.
Go that way. Hey.
Go, stick him.
Here, hold my feet.
Go, Jimmy, I got you. Go, Jimmy, go. Go, Jimmy, go.
Got him.
Got him. I got you, Jimmy.
All right, ready?
One. Two.
Go. Watch the gas. Hold on. Albert T. What's up?
Yeah. Woo! Good shit, Albert. It's a fatty, boy.
There it is, baby.
Yeah. Woo!
Slide him, dog.
How things can change based on a single fish. That's just one of the things that keeps tournament fishermen in the game. Team Ichi has had a spectacular second night and took the lead by a whopping margin based on several released fish and their 233-pounder. They truly defined commanding lead in this year's Islamorada Swordfish Tournament. The second leg of the Florida Swordfish Series took place in Miami. These anglers truly live for sword fishing. It's a slightly alien pastime for those of us who conduct our lives in the bright of day, but it is exciting and adventurous, and if you actually catch a broadbill, slightly dangerous if you aren't careful. The Miami Swordfish Tournament was dominated by Team Superstition, and Rockstar was the only other boat from the Islamorada event to even place. But in overall points for the entire series, Team Ichi mounted a convincing assault on all comers to go home with the gold. And I gotta say, with the caliber of that competition, that's quite an accomplishment. Thanks go out to Captain Brick Peebles, the Florida Swordfish Tournament Series Director, for running a truly unique and classy event. Special thanks to my dear friend Captain Ray Rocher and his family of Miss Brit Charters in Miami, Florida. I honestly believe his parents were billfish. And as always, I thank Raymond Douglas at King Sailfish Mounts for helping our hearing-impaired viewers to enjoy our show. I'm Dean Travis Clarke. Please come back and join us next time when we'll take you on another exciting fishing adventure right here on Sport Fishing Television.